Hi, this is Brandon Smiley from thirstgym.com. Today we're going to talk about an exercise called the 4-way hurdle hop. This is a great change of direction, plyometric exercise you can put in your programs to your athletes and really work on improving their overall locomotion, how they move. A little bit of agility can come from this, but really just understanding body awareness and simple jumping and landing mechanics. You're going to need 4 types of hurdles. I'll let you dictate the size of your hurdles based upon the athlete that you're working with. By all means, you could certainly have these hurdles much higher. But usually this is an exercise that we use with more of our youth athletes that are probably 8th grade and under. Once we start getting into high school athletes, I expect this to be something that they can kind of just go through relatively quickly because they have more athleticism, more experience, and overall are probably just better athletes. But what I really like about this is that it's super simple to set up, and unlike a speed ladder, jumping over hurdles is going to require triple extension generally. And we're going to work on reducing ground contact time while we jump each direction. So you want to make sure your athletes are not being heavy-footed when they hit the ground. We want to be kind of springy and work on how we're changing direction and which way we're jumping, and that it's relatively fluid. If it's not fluid, you might have to find a regression before you put your athletes in a situation like this. So I've got 4 hurdles here, and we're going to start off in the hurdles, and then we're going to basically jump out and back in and then hit each hurdle as we go around. It's up to you whether you want to go clockwise or counterclockwise. It really doesn't matter. You could definitely mix it up on your athletes if you want to, but generally I just like to have my athletes start with the clockwise direction, and then we can work on going the other way as well. So we're going to jump out, back in, and I'm going to go through each one of them with both legs. So we're just going to go in and out. And basically that's one time through. Obviously I could have started there, but if I was to go back around, that's the last jump that I would have done. So obviously it's not overly complicated. We're going to jump in and jump out. We just want to make sure that we're not, like I said, doing the heavy-footed option to where we're going to look like this. All right, we don't want the athlete to do that. We want to be able to go side to side. So lateral hurdle hops are something you probably want to work in before you try this. And then, like I said, you can obviously get the hurdles as high as you feel you need. One of the things I would recommend is that you work on going round 2 to 3 times for a particular set. There's a lot of ground contacts there, but for many athletes that are working on that coordination standpoint and they've got something down to where they can just go laterally or just front to back, this is a great way to add in a little bit more variety. I really like, said 2 to 3 times around, and then about 2 to 4 sets is really good. You're obviously working in multiple different planes in different directions, so really this is a standalone, maybe paired with some kind of run and sprint seems to be a really good combination, so they're not over jumping your athletes, especially if they happen to be like preseason or in season, because you have to remember every time you go out and back in, that's 2 ground contacts. So we're looking at 8 ground contacts per repetition, so you can see how those can quickly add up over the course of a training session. Otherwise, by all means, get creative. You could certainly even mix this up to where you have the athlete listen to a coach's cue, whether they're going to go forward, backward, side, left, right, depending upon how you want to do it, with an audible or visual cue as well, to really get some decision making involved and to really challenge your athletes as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.